In a distant kingdom, nestled between snow-capped mountains and vast green valleys, there lived a warrior named Kale. Renowned across the land for his strength and bravery, Kale had won countless battles, not through sheer force, but through his unmatched strategy and composure in the face of chaos. Yet, despite his reputation, Kale was remarkably humble. While other warriors basked in the glory of their victories, Kale spent his days training younger soldiers and tending to the injured. He believed that true strength lay not in defeating others, but in lifting them up. One day, the kingdom faced an unprecedented threat. A neighboring empire, larger and more powerful, declared war, aiming to seize the fertile lands of the valley. The king, anxious and desperate, summoned Kale to lead the army. Kale accepted, but he did so on one condition. "I will lead," he said, "but only if I can train every soldier in humility before they march into battle." The court burst into laughter. "Humility?" a nobleman sneered. "How will that win us a war?" Kale remained calm. A warrior who fights with arrogance fights for himself. But a humble warrior fights for others, and that makes him invincible. Reluctantly, the king agreed. For weeks, Kale worked tirelessly, not just teaching his soldiers how to wield a sword, but how to understand one another, how to care for the villagers, and how to see the value in every life, including their enemies. Slowly, the army transformed. When the day of battle arrived, Kale led his troops to face the enemy. As the two armies clashed, Kale's soldiers fought with a precision and unity that astonished even their foes. But it wasn't their skill alone that turned the tide. It was their compassion. When the enemy retreated, Kale commanded his army not to pursue. Instead, they offered aid to the wounded enemy soldiers, sharing food and water. The opposing general, witnessing this act of humanity, approached Kale under a white flag. "You could have crushed us," the general said. "Why show mercy?" Kale replied, "Because a battle is only truly won when it ends in understanding, not in bloodshed." Moved by his words, the enemy general called off the invasion, vowing to seek peace instead of conquest. Back in the kingdom, Kale was hailed not just as a hero, but as a legend. Yet, when the celebrations began, he quietly slipped away to his humble home. And so, the lesson we take from Kale's story is this: true leadership isn't about power or dominance. It's about humility, compassion, and the ability to unite people, even in the face of adversity. A humble leader doesn't just command respect, they inspire it.